let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you left your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get man, I that and I that bouncing up and down. Nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Ravens are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Browns, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. First carry now for Kenneth Dixon, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A dump off for Dixon. And now running right through it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The give running right. Dixon broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Here's Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Prescott now from the 50. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 20. They go to Johnson again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Good move by Duke. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So the D-line's going to spread out. A first down throw for Kaiser. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Second down, Kaiser. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the gun, Kaiser. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On play action, Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. He may try and run, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
The first carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. And he'll get this one up to the 20. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is RG3. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second down throw now for Kaiser. Flushed out right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Ravens taking the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Play action. Now Griffin. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Kaiser to throw it. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence, because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
On second down, Griffin dumps it into the flat to Langford. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down near the 42. The Ravens on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Griffin. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Browns on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 1, 9,
Kaiser now. He's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Going up top. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They start on the ground with West. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now Griffin on 2nd down, and that is incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Griffin. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play on 3rd for the Ravens. 57 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing again, Griffin. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Griffin now to throw on third down. Setting up the screen for West. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Griffin will throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Ravens on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Once again, Griffin. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin here with a run by West. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So second down, 3 yards to go now. They'll run again here with West. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 4. Yard line. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Play clock winding down. On the ground, it's West again. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Griffin. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, Griffin. He hits West underneath. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go read option with Griffin. And some room to work. Finding room to the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. RG3, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser. And Wilson has it. And that one results in 35 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Play action now. Kaiser gonna look deep for Wilson. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Griffin now off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To throw again. Griffin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd down, Griffin. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, which you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Kaiser, he's going to go up top for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving
turnover last time. That's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Walker in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Off the bootleg, Griffin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. When you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. And
it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. A 2nd down throw now for Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. Dancing to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And still for me, with the injuries, every time he carries that football, you just kind of hold your breath, don't you?
You have to, because you noted it. The injuries in the past have derailed his career up until this point. Now we're seeing some more evidence of him using his legs again, but he does have to be careful. They need him out on the field.
Yeah, RG3, you got to have him out there. So explosive. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They go read option with Griffin. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Griffin. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Kaiser. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Browns on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They're able to locate Wilson. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Kaiser on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns continue to roll. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it with West. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On 3rd down, that's West. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the 1st. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's West. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. They go play action with Griffin, being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go. This is caught at the 20. They give him a gain of 37.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, Griffin. Flush to his right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And here we go on 1st and goal. first and goal. They'll try the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And the Browns getting set to go. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and